Welcome children, good morning. Today again we will continue with the chapter The Little Girl. I am sure you must have read the chapter by now and enjoyed also. The chapter has a very nice ending and you must have learned that when elders scold us, when parents scold us or elders scold us, it is for our good, it is for our benefit, and at that time we might feel a little bad because sometimes we feel insulting, sometimes we feel bad, but ultimately it is for our good, it is for our welfare. So now today again we will continue with the chapter. Last time I did till paragraph 4. Today I will start from paragraph 5. Laboriously with a double cotton the little girl stitched 3 sides. Now here, before I continue with this paragraph, let me tell you quickly, let us revise quickly what we did in the 4th paragraph. In the 4th paragraph, last time we read that on Sunday afternoons, grandmother used to ask Kezia to go down to the drawing room and have a nice talk with father and mother. As I told you last time that on Sundays we can sit together, we can share our thoughts, we can share our feelings with each other. So similarly, the grandmother told Kezia that you must go down and spend some time with your father and mother. But when she reached the drawing room, she found that mother was reading and father was sleeping very soundly. He was having a sound sleep. He was lying on the sofa. Now another thing we read in the same paragraph is that one day when Kezia was having a little cold, her grandmother told her that your father's birthday is coming near and you must start thinking of gifting him something. You must think of a birthday gift. And she also suggested that you must make a pin cushion to gift it to your father on his birthday. Now we will see, did she make a pin cushion? How did she make it? Was she successful? Did her father like the birthday gift? And so on. Paragraph 5. Laboriously means with a lot of effort, with lot of hard work. Laboriously with a double cotton the little girl stitched 3 sides of the cushion which she was making. But what to fill it with? Now you must have seen cushions in your own house also. The cushion has some stuffing. Generally we see that cotton is stuffed inside the cushion, but here this little girl was not knowing how to stuff the cushion, what to fill it inside the pin cushion. But what to fill it with? That was the question. The grandmother was out in the garden and she wandered into mother's bedroom to look for scraps. Now, when she was thinking, she could not decide what to fill the pin cushion with. And while the grandmother was doing some work in the garden, she went into her mother's bedroom to look for scraps, means to look for something, to look for bits of paper or bits of cloth, whatever she could find to fill inside the cushion. On the bed table, she discovered a great many sheets of fine paper, gathered them up, tore them into fine pieces, and stuffed her case, then sewed up the 4th side. So while she was searching for things to be filled in the pin cushion, she found that there are some sheets of paper on the bedside table. There was a table beside the bed and she found many sheets of paper were lying on the table. She took all those papers, tore them into tiny bits of paper and filled in the pin cushion and stitched the 4th side of the cushion. That night there was a hue and cry in the house. Hue and cry means shouting angrily. Somebody was shouting angrily in the house that night. That night there was a hue and cry in the house. Father's great speech for the Port Authority had been lost. Now who was shouting? Father was shouting. Why was he shouting? Because he had written a speech and his speech was missing. Father's great speech for the Port Authority had been lost. Rooms were searched. Servants questioned. Everybody was being asked, have you seen those papers? Have you seen the speech? Finally, mother came into Kezia's room. Kezia, I suppose you didn't see some papers on a table in your room. Now, when everybody was questioned, all members of the house were questioned, servants were questioned, has anybody seen the speech? Has anybody seen those papers? All said no. Then mother went into Kezia's room and asked her, Kezia, have you seen those papers? Have you seen the speech? Kezia, I suppose you didn't see some papers on the table in our room? Oh, yes, she said. I tore them up for my surprise. I tore them up for my surprise. Now, this was the blunder which Kezia had made. This was the biggest mistake that she had made. She had used those papers which were not rough papers, which were not useless papers. Those were the papers actually which was a speech written by Kezia's father. She had torn those papers and she had filled in the pin cushion which she had made to gift on her father's birthday. Kezia, I suppose you didn't see some papers on a table in our room. Oh, yes, she said. I tore them up for my surprise. That means she was surprised to know that those were some important papers, and she answered that she had tore them up. What? Screamed mother. Come straight down to the dining room this instant. This instant means immediately. Come down to the dining room immediately. And she was dragged down to where father was pacing to and fro, hands behind his back. And she was dragged down to where father was pacing. Father was pacing means he was moving to and fro. That means he was going in front, he was coming back. He was going in front and again coming back. She was dragged down to where father was pacing to and fro, hands behind his back. You must have seen maybe on television or maybe somebody at home that if a person is very much worried or he is very angry, then he keeps on walking. He keeps on walking maybe in the drawing room or in his bedroom. He walks to and fro. That means he goes in front, then he again returns, then he again goes in front with hands on maybe by his side or at his back, and again he returns. So similarly, father was also moving to and fro. Why was he moving to and fro? Because he was extremely angry as his speech for the Port Authority was missing. And she was dragged down to where father was pacing to and fro, hands behind his back. Well, he said sharply. Mother explained. He stopped and stared at the child. Mother explained. What did mother explain? Mother was trying to explain that the little girl had torn those papers by mistake. She did not know that those were the speech for his father's Port Authority. She did not know that those were some important papers, and she did it by mistake. But father was so angry that she stopped his wife and just stared at Kezia. He stopped and stared at the child. Did you do that? Now he is angrily asking. Did you do that? Did you tear the papers? No, she whispered. Mother, go up to her room and fetch down the damn thing. See that the child's put to bed this instant. Mother, go up to her room and fetch down the damn thing. Now, Kezia's father tells his mother, that means Kezia's grandmother, that mother, go up to her room, go to Kezia's room and bring down. Fetch down means bring down the damn thing. Damn thing is what? That thing which she had made. What thing she had made? The pin cushion. He is very angry. Kezia's father is extremely angry, and he tells his mother that go to Kezia's room and bring that cushion, bring that damn thing, bring that thing which she has made, in which she has filled those important papers. See that the child's put to bed this instant. And also she orders that I want to see Kezia should go to sleep immediately. Kezia should be taken to her room and she must go to sleep immediately. See that the child's put to bed this instant, immediately. Paragraph 7. Crying too much to explain. She lay in the shadowed room, crying too much to explain. Now she is trying very hard to explain that she did not do it purposely. She did not do it intentionally. It was just by mistake that she had torn those papers. She did not intentionally want to do that. Crying too much to explain, she lay in the shadowed room. Shadowed room means in the closed room, watching the evening light make a sad little pattern on the floor. Now she was lying in a closed room and she tried her best to explain that the mistake which she had committed was no doubt a very big mistake, but she did it accidentally. It was just by mistake. It was just a matter of accident that she did it. She did not mean it. She did not want to do it deliberately. Had she known that those were such important papers, had she known that it was the speech written by her father, she would have never even touched those papers. Crying too much to explain, she lay in the shadowed room, the closed room, watching the evening light, because it was night time, so she was watching the light make a sad little pattern on the floor. The reflection of the light could be seen on the floor. Then father came into the room with a ruler in his hands. Now this was not enough. It was not enough that father had just scolded Kezia. He had come now to Kezia's room with a ruler in his hands. And you can well imagine what next could have happened. Then father came into the room with a ruler in his hands. I am going to beat you for this, he said. Oh, no, no, she screamed, hiding under the bedclothes. Now, as soon as she saw father and with a ruler in his hand, she was very scared. She was very frightened. Already we have seen in the starting of the chapter that Kezia was very much scared of her father. She was too afraid. As soon as father used to go away to his office, she used to take a long deep breath, showing that now she was a little relieved. She was relaxed. And as soon as father used to come back from office, she was always terrified. She was very frightened because the presence of her father used to make her extremely afraid. So now at this point of time, when she saw that father has come into her room, not alone, he has a ruler in his hands, and he is also saying that now I am going to beat you for this. I am going to beat you for the mistake which you have made, which you have committed. Now she is even more afraid. And she says, no, no, she screamed, hiding under the bedclothes. She is trying to hide herself so that she can save herself from getting beaten. Oh, no, no, she screamed, hiding under the bedclothes. He pulled them aside. Whom he pulled? He pulled the bedclothes aside so that he could beat Kezia. Sit up, he ordered, and hold out your hands. Hold out your hands means show your hands so that I can beat you. Open your hands so that I can beat you. Sit up, he ordered, and hold out your hands. You must be taught once and for all not to touch what does not belong to you. Now, this was a very strict lesson which he wanted to teach Kezia. He said that I must beat you today so that I can teach you once and for all that you must never touch those things which do not belong to you. Now, children, this is not a lesson for Kezia alone. This is a lesson for all of us. This is a lesson for everybody, not only for children but even for adults. If something does not belong to us, whether it is paper, whether it is any book, copy, or any other commodity, if anything does not belong to us, then we have no right to touch it. Had Kezia not touched those papers, then she would never have made that blunder. But because unknowingly, unintentionally, but she made this mistake, she touched those papers, she tore those papers and filled in the pin cushion. That is why she was given this harsh punishment. And her father said, hold out your hands, open your hands, I will beat you so that I must teach you once and for all. That means forever I will teach you a lesson that you should never touch those things which do not belong to you. But it was for your birthday. Now she spoke exactly why she did this mistake. Till now she was only crying, she was only terrified. But now when her father is standing in front of her and he is ready to beat her, saying that I must beat you so that I can teach you never to touch anything again if that thing does not belong to you, then she speaks the truth. She reveals why she used those papers, why she touched those papers, and she says, but it was for your birthday. Down came the ruler on her little pink palms. Down came the ruler on her little pink palms. That means she got a beating on her pink palms. Hours later, when grandmother had wrapped her in a shawl and rocked her in the rocking chair, the child clung to her soft body. Now, after giving her a beating, father went away. Later on, after a few hours, when grandmother had wrapped her in a shawl and rocked her in the rocking chair, the child clung to her soft body. Clung means she held her grandmother tightly. She was weeping, she was extremely scared, she was extremely terrified, and she held her grandmother tightly so that she should find herself safe and secure. I am reading this again. Hours later, when grandmother had wrapped her in a shawl and rocked her in the rocking chair, the child clung to her soft body. What did God make fathers for? She sobbed. She sobbed means she was crying slowly. She was crying continuously. She was crying slowly, and she is also questioning her grandmother. What did God make fathers for? She is not able to understand that why has God made fathers? Has God made fathers to beat little girls like Kezia? Has God made fathers to be so harsh? Has God made fathers to be such strict fathers so that children like Kezia are always afraid, are always too frightened? What did God make fathers for? She sobbed. Here's a clean hanky, darling. Blow your nose. Her grandmother gives her a clean hanky to blow her nose. Go to sleep, pet. Pet she is using to show her love and affection. Grandmother is saying, dear Kezia, go to sleep. Go to sleep, pet. You will forget all about it in the morning. She says, don't worry, go to sleep, and when it will be morning, when you will wake up in the morning, you will have forgotten everything. You will forget all about it in the morning. I tried to explain to father, but he was too upset to listen tonight. Now again she is saying that I tried to explain to father, but he was very upset. He did not listen to me at all. But the child never forgot. Now the grandmother just now said that when it will be the next morning, when you will get up in the morning, you will forget everything what has happened at night time. You had experienced this you can say a very bad incident in the family. You were beaten, your father scolded you, you will forget everything. But actually Kezia did not forget anything. But the child never forgot. Next time she saw him, she quickly put both hands behind her back and a red color flew into her cheeks. As soon as she used to see her father, from the next time, as soon as Kezia used to see her father, she used to put both her hands behind her back. Can you guess why she used to put both her hands behind her back? So that she may not get a beating once again. So that when the hands are at the back, she can save from getting beaten once again. She quickly put both hands behind her back and a red color flew into her cheeks. Red color flew into her cheeks. That means her cheeks used to become red due to fear, due to nervousness. You have seen so many times till now in the lesson that Kezia was already so scared of her father, and now after this incident of pincushion, after getting beaten from her father, now she was even more frightened. And as soon as she used to see her father now, she used to put her hands behind her back and her face, her cheeks used to become red due to fear, red due to nervousness. Now children, 9th paragraph onwards I will do in the last turn. Now let us do some more question answers. Last time I did some question and answers with you. I am very sure you must have written those question and answers in either a copy or on pages which you must have stapled till now. Children, please remember, if you are writing on pages, those are not your rough pages. So write very neatly. You will have to paste these pages later on in your fair copy. Now today's question this question is a continuation of question number 3. Question number 3 had 3 subparts. 2 subparts I did last time. Third subpart I am starting today. So today question number 3, C part, is your first question. And the question is, what was Kezia's father's routine on Sundays? What was Kezia's father's routine on Sundays? Now children, if you remember, on Sundays what Kezia's father used to do, he used to take complete rest and he used to lie down on the sofa and sleep soundly. Okay, so in the answer what will you write? Kezia's father used to take complete rest on Sundays. Then you can either put a comma or a full stop as you want, and he would enjoy a sound sleep on the sofa. Kezia's father used to take complete rest on Sundays and he would enjoy a sound sleep on the sofa. If you are writing and children, then don't put a comma or a full stop. There is no need. You will continue to write as one complete sentence. So this is your question number 3, C part. Now comes question number 4. In what ways did Kezia's grandmother encourage her to get to know her father better? In what ways did Kezia's grandmother encourage her to get to know her father better? Children, I am just reminding you that you can see the video again and again if you want to listen to the question again or you want to listen to the answer again. Okay, so there is no need to worry. In what ways did Kezia's grandmother encourage her to get to know her father better? Now in this answer, what are you going to write? You must recall that what did Kezia's grandmother do on Sundays? On Sundays, Kezia's grandmother used to ask Kezia to go to the drawing room and spend some time with her father and mother. Then she also asked Kezia to make a pin cushion for her father's birthday. So these two things you will have to write in this answer. I am repeating so that you can understand, and either you can write in your own words or you can write exactly the same thing. On Sundays, Kezia's grandmother used to send her to the drawing room so that she could spend some time with him or with her father, whatever you want to write. Then she also asked Kezia to make a pin cushion for her father's birthday. So these are the two things which you have to include in this answer. Now, next is long questions. Now children, please remember, since you are in class 9, so when the question is a long question, then you will have to explain the answer properly. Please don't try to write in 3-4 sentences or a small paragraph. You will not get good marks in the exam. Okay? So if the question is asking you to explain the answer in 2 or 3 paragraphs, or it is a long question heading, then please write your answer properly, explain your answer properly. So the first question under the heading long question is, you will also write long question heading children for this question now. Long question number 1. Kezia's efforts to please her father, please means to make her father happy. Kezia's efforts to please her father resulted in displeasing him very much. How did this happen? Now first try to understand the question. Kezia's efforts to please her father resulted in displeasing him very much. That means Kezia tries her level best to please her father, to make her father happy, but it results in displeasing him. All her efforts are useless. All her efforts are in vain. Whatever effort she makes to make her father happy, they ultimately result in making him unhappy or in displeasing him. How did this happen? How did this happen? So this you have to explain in this question. Now listen to the answer carefully so that you can write in your own words. The answer which I am giving you, it will help you to write the answers, because all points I am giving you, you can write in your own language. Kezia was too afraid of her father. One day, her grandmother told her that her father's birthday was approaching and she must make a pin cushion as her father's birthday gift. Kezia liked the idea and thought that her gift would make her father happy. So she took a cloth and stitched the 3 sides, but wanted things that could be stuffed into the stitched cloth. Soon she found many sheets of paper which were actually her father's speech for the Port Authority. She tore them into pieces and stuffed the cushion. This is going to be your first paragraph, children. Remember, this question you have to answer in 2 or 3 paragraphs. So, I have divided this answer in 2 paragraphs. This is your first paragraph. For your convenience, I am repeating the first paragraph once again. Kezia was too afraid of her father. One day, her grandmother told her that her father's birthday was approaching and she must make a pin cushion as his birthday gift. Kezia liked the idea and thought that her gift would make her father happy. So she took a cloth and stitched the 3 sides, but wanted things that could be stuffed into the stitched cloth. Soon she found many sheets of paper which were actually her father's speech for the Port Authority. She tore them into pieces and stuffed the cushion. Now you will change the paragraph. Second paragraph will start now. One day, her father started looking for the papers but did not find them. After some time, he came to know that Kezia had tore them up into pieces to make the pin cushion. He was very angry and beat her with a ruler. Thus, her efforts to please her father resulted in displeasing him very much. I am repeating the second paragraph once again, children. One day, her father started looking for the papers but did not find them. After some time, he came to know that Kezia had tore them up into pieces to make the pin cushion. He was very angry and beat her with a ruler. Thus, her efforts to please her father resulted in displeasing him very much. So, this is how you are going to write. You must have understood, children, that if the answer is asking you, the question is asking you to explain in 2 or 3 paragraphs, then how you will explain. You will not come exactly to the point and you will finish your answer in 5 lines. If you are doing this, then you are not fulfilling the demand of the question, and as a result, you will not get good marks in the exam. Now, children, please leave the habit of writing in very brief. You will have to explain things. You will have to read the chapter many times, because, children, now in the exam, questions can come from anywhere from the chapter. It is not that what questions you are writing in the copy or what questions I am giving you just now, only those can come. Not at all. Now, please remember, the whole chapter should be familiar to you. You should read the chapter more than once. You should know every minute detail of the chapter, so that whatever question comes in the exam, you are ready, you are prepared to answer it, and you can well explain the answer. If you are writing a long question, if you are writing a long answer, that means you have to explain the answer properly. First, you will give a little bit of background of how things happened. Like in this question, if you will notice that I am not coming directly to the point that why Kezia's father became angry and resulted in displeasing him again and again. First, you will have to give a background that the mother suggested Kezia to make a pin cushion. How did she make a pin cushion? What did she plan to do? Why did she tear those papers? Then when she tore the papers, she stuffed it in the pin cushion. Then in the next paragraph, you will write that ultimately when father realized that the Port Authority speech was missing, how did he react? And thus it proves that Kezia's efforts of pleasing him resulted in displeasing him even more. Okay, children? So this is how you are going to write. Now in our next class, we are going to conclude the chapter and I will give you some more questions. So keep yourself up to date, keep yourself fully acquainted, and we will meet soon. Thank you.